Just yourself?
Who?
Okay, it's okay. So, all right. So, where are you based, Catherine?
So I'm in Perth in Western Australia.
All right. Oh my God, I have so many customers now coming from Perth. Is that because of Perth lockdown or what?
No, we haven't had lockdown.
Yeah, we have, like a high flux of customer from Perth.
I think I don't know, but yeah, and maybe we're just feeling inspired. I don't know.
I see. So, yeah. So, Kate, you're looking for a clothing manufacturer, and
yes.
for the hooded sweatshirt and sweatshirt, do you have that in front of you?
No, no.
Okay.
It's like literally, it's myself and my son who have come up with this idea, and we want to know if we can even get it made. It'll be something a little bit different.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have the picture? You have the sketches?
No.
Okay. Do you
Nothing
have
yet.
like product A, B, C, D and the combination?
No.
Okay, then explain to
So
me.
yeah, I need to
what
know.
is that?
I need to know what I need these. So I need to draw some designs. Basically, my son is autistic.
Yes.
And he suffers from sensory overload.
Okay. Yes.
So especially being at shopping malls
Yes.
and being around people in general. So we want to design a hooded sweatshirt which has darker, more sound absorbing a hood.
Yes.
So that it can block out noise and some light as well. So a larger hood, and then also something that has the cords of the hood also has a fidget inside. So some balls or something that can be, when you're nervous and anxious and you need something to fiddle with.
Yes.
It has that. And then we have other ideas about perhaps some autistic children they do this. Look.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, because with autistic children, they are very scared of many sound and many of the outside visual and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And even smells as well. So it might be something that actually can zip up to the nose.
Yeah.
Or there can be an attachment.
Okay.
Or some autistic children find comfort in sucking their clothes. So it might be that there's an option to have an attachment to it that the parent can take and replace.
Yeah.
It might be an expensive product. We might be looking at this retailing for over $100.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of children who have NDIS funding that they would be able to access this as being a tool to help them deal with their condition.
Good idea.
Thank you. Please don't steal it.
Well, if
you don't have time, I guess.
if I steal the idea from my client, I would be a billionaire now.
Yeah.
One thing is, about us, I made a promise. We never go into the same industry my client go to. So we are the sourcing agent. We are very clear. We are the consultant. We are the professional. We've been in the industry for 16 years. We very much value our reputation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, we respect your innovative idea and we will help you succeed. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I see. In that essence, have you have some sketches?
No, but I can make some. We can do some sketches.
I think so. I think what we can do, the best way. Are you also concerned about the secrecy of your idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
look
something.
into patenting, but I know it can be quite expensive.
Yeah. So, do you want to do patenting though?
I don't know. I've never done this before. I already have my own business, but I'm a consultant. I do auditing. I've never done a product before, so this is the.
I see. This is something for you to consider about patenting, okay?
Yeah.
So patenting is good to a certain degree to help you protect your idea.
Yeah.
However, the cost of a patenting starts from easily 20 grand or more. And then depends on how many countries you need to cover. And also, once you patented, then for the patent protection is quite minimal, because the moment you submit your patent, you have to review every single details you have. It's actually easier to copy yours once you patented than not. Okay. And another thing is if someone pull everything you patented apart, change 10%, then your patent lose the effect. Okay. So that's something I need to let you be aware of that. The best part is if you're not patenting, you still have a way to succeed, which means you can actually flood the market. Okay. And especially if you know the NDIS market very well, you can utilize that to your advantage.
Yeah.
And then to get into that special like a government subsidy, then you then you basically have a barrier to entry. Probably if it was me, I would choose that direction.
Yeah, well, the benefit from our personal story and where this came from is from it came from a conversation with me and my son who's 8 years old, sitting in the mall having lunch, and we started chatting about his hoodie and how it makes him feel, and that's where it's come from. So, you know, it coming from an autistic child. And also, you know, understanding all the therapists that could potentially recommend this to patients. You know, there is NDIS gives a budget to most people, and it's a small, but generally it's about $500 for a consumable budget. And I hear so many people don't know where to spend it. What's actually allowed, something that's really going to help their child and make them feel that it's suited to their disability. And it's something also that's fun as well, rather than it just being someone, oh, you can get your child some special cutlery. It's like, how fun is cutlery? It's not fun, you know. So the story behind this, I would hope that would be enough that people would buy from it, because it's a good story.
I think so. Not only that, I think you have a very clear logic. Okay. And the marketing point, the storytelling is very appealing. And also it's a personal, it's coming from your own personal story. So it's very touching. You see, this is a client of mine, their product. Okay. And it's basically just, you know, as you can see, it's like a small bag, nothing special. But it has, you know, you put on, you know, when you go jogging. So it's a magnetic. Oh yeah, you put on your pants, right? You put it there, and so you go jogging. You can put your you can put your. It's a very strong magnetic, and you can put your phone in, card in, etc. Okay, so this little thing they called 3 years ago, 2 girls came to me from Vietnam, and they have an idea, and we helped them from research intent, sampling, purchase the negotiation, production and delivery management, and now it's $1 million business.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they selling $59.95 online. Yeah. And the land cost is less than $10.
Wow. So do they only have online stores, or do they actually contact distributors as well? to stock?
Very good question. Yes, not only they have their own online store, they also have developed 47 stockists all over Australia.
Yeah.
And I show you 1 second. There are more product. 1 second.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this is their product bag. And then, you know, at the beginning, it started darker green. And then this, the white product, the black one. Yeah. So then later on, they developed, can you see? Yeah. So then it became a fashion. And then they have this one.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they have this one.
Yeah.
And then they have like this one.
Wow.
So yeah, so they started with the 2 basic products, and now it became like you know, season 2, season 3, new season, new product. Yeah. So yours, you know, I'm thinking you can, you know, started with the first like probably just the one hoodie, have multifunction, but later on you can develop further. Yeah. You know, with improvement, with different color, with different style, but the main thing then. Your target at this $500.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have them to commit this $500 per year per child with you.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Every year. How cool is that?
Yeah, it would be really, really cool. I mean, our goal initially is to design something, or well, it was to design something for my son. And then maybe if we can help, if we can make a few more which help other kids, but potentially it could target everybody, every autistic kid in the world, you know, or even adults are undiagnosed, you know. There's a lot of adults, they really can't cope with sensory overload. The world is very noisy now. You know, it's you probably come across people every day that you just notice that there's a loud noise, there's strong smell, and they want to be away. They actually need to remove themselves. So having some sort of barrier is quite nice. And when also wearing that hoodie, it might let people know actually they're probably trying to zone out. So I'll leave them alone.
My son is a little bit like that. You know, when I even speak like this, he would say, "Mommy, you are too loud."
Yeah.
And so he would say, so, you know, if there is thunder, he would hide. And if I speak a little bit louder, he would say, "Mommy, you are too loud."
Yeah.
So I wondered whether, you know, my son is only 4 years old. My daughter is 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have 2 little ones as well.
Well, there's so many children being diagnosed. And it's, it's very interesting. So yeah. So what happens with the shipping of the product? Do they drop ship generally, or do they have to have a stock holding?
I see. As far as the drop shipping concerned, in your scenario, I wouldn't recommend at all.
Okay.
Okay. Why is that? You see, if you compare you and the manufacturer in China, the only advantage you have is you have the market. But if the moment you start the drop shipping, you give in all your customers' details to your manufacturer.
Okay.
And then all the effort you did for marketing, for sales, you will lose them very quickly, and you end up have no business.
Yeah.
Okay. So therefore, in your scenario, I wouldn't recommend the drop shipping.
Yeah.
Okay. My recommendation for your business is do the proper research and tender, go through the process. In the meantime, do 2 at the same line. One is you have your own online store. Another one is offline. For offline, I suggest you have the following 3 methods. Okay. One is you can contact like the NDIS and to consume that 500 budget per kids per child. Okay, you probably would have a very targeted pool. Number 2 is probably contact some specialty shops. Okay, who can be your, I call the boutique, a stockist.
Yeah.
And those people probably would have something for, I don't know, whether you have a they call the disabled section or multifunction clothing, multifunction area. You know, you could have that like a specific that area. Okay, contact those boutique shop. And the number 3 is, you know, also talk with other, like who is online shopper, but complement with your own products. And therefore you cross promote each other. But however, with the NDS, you know, the supply, as well as other boutique shop, like maybe you have 10, 20 stockists, will dramatically improve your sellability. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that scenario, and by the way, you know, I'm actually if later on you give me ABN, I can probably mentor you, and also with $44. I can mentor you for further 2 hours with government subsidy.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I'm sitting on the they call the Small Business Advisory Board for federal government. For $44, you know, I can help you with some of the marketing, some of the sales, and you know, some of the planning. So you can still start the stage 1 research and tender with us because you're located in Perth, so you're eligible. And then we can utilize my time much better, you know, to talk about sales and marketing. Okay, that's the next part. So what I'm going to do is I am going to share with you, let me see here, my screen. And then to go through the sourcing process. And then to share with you how we are going to managing the project for you in your scenario. Okay. So as you can see us, we are the China Direct Sourcing. We are the leading sourcing firm. If the hoodie, let's say if it's $20, you pay $20. Okay. It's straightforward. It's transparent. We work just solely for you. We don't buy and sell the products. We are independent, transparent. We help our clients source from button to bulldozers. And we won many different awards. If you type my name and search our company, you can see everywhere. We've been in business for 16 years. You can see this is our, you know, business, my client, and like my colleague here, and also my office, you know, inside, and other colleague there as well. So then you can see this is some of our clients, and also our China network covers 36 different cities. So we have designed these 3 stages of importing process. So you know, like you are audit consultant, then you would know how important the system are. So for us, we believe in system produce results. Okay, we don't believe in luck, and so therefore we designed those 3 stages of importing process. Stage 1, research and tender. In that, once you give us the product specification, we would contact more than 30 suppliers in this category, and then obtain the quotes, evaluate the offer, shortlist the appropriate supplier, and prepare the reports. So you have the supplier summary report, the quote comparison report, and so you get to see the fair market price, the negotiation power, and the backup plan. And then, you know, you really get to see the international price, good international price, and the local price. And then we also help you to work out the landed cost analysis, which including the freight, insurance, custom duty, custom GST, clearing agent charge, and cartage from the port. And so work out for you exactly how much it's going to cost you and how much do you want to sell it for. So do you have any questions so far?
No, I'm not at all.
Great. So then we move to stage 2A, sampling. For sampling, we can send your sample to supplier. We can arrange sample back to you. We have office in China. We have office in Brisbane. And then we can collect 2 or 3 different samples from 2 different suppliers and send back to you. And then once you're 85% happy with the sample, we move to stage 2B, purchase the negotiation. In the purchase the negotiation, we will draft the purchase order, send it to you for your approval. Once you approved it, we translate into Chinese, which contains like a quality control procedures, a term of payment, intellectual property ownership, packaging requirement, quality issue, delivery delay, dispute resolution, including everything, and negotiate a deal. Then we move to stage 3, production and delivery management. And for that, we will place the purchase order, arrange the supply payment, monitor the purchase order progress, having the supplier to do the self-assessment, organize delivery, organize customer clearance, and deliver to your door. Okay, so if you're located in Perth, we would deliver to your warehouse in Perth or your own warehouse. So in that, do you have any questions so far?
So what's the, when you usually have a patient, I normally do medical auditing, when you have a manufacturer, do they have a minimum amount that they start with? You know, what sort of quantities would they be starting with?
Okay, that would be the MOQ, yeah?
Sorry?
So we call that MOQ, which is a minimum order quantity.
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, let me ask you something about this hoodie or this clothes. How many sizes are you going to have?
I'm not sure yet.
You see, this is something you need to give some thought. Okay,
yeah.
Of course, one would be suited for your son, but then are you going to cater just for kids only, or are you going to have some adult size too? So
I think kids to begin with would be the ideal, and
so kids
then move
only,
on to expanding onto adults, because adults colors would probably be different. Yeah.
So for instance, if kids only, then you would look at the kids size. For kids size, you would have, you know, for kids size, would that be from year 1 to year 12, or would it be just, first of all, you need to decide how many sizes.
Yeah.
So would you skip every like a second year, or like, you know, for kids size, you have like from 1 to 12.
Yeah, of course,
Because I have 2 kids. I know I buy kid clothes all the time. So you have size, you know, from like 1 to 3 until size 12. So then, you know, after that, then they start to go adult size. So that's number 1 you need to think about. And or you can think about maybe you can skip, only have like an odd size, or only have even size, or if you have 12 size, then you need to consider, do you only have 1 color or 2 color or multiple color? And so usually you need to think through that. And then you can choose even maybe, you know, for kids, it's very hard to use a small, medium, and large. It's very hard. Okay. Most of the kids' clothes are 12 sizes. If you go to Kmart, if you go to Target, you look at the kids' clothing. That's one of the very difficult part. So that's something you need to consider.
I think I'd probably consider it for kids. It seems to be, from my experience, kids are usually diagnosed around about, it seems to be 7 or 8 years old. So I don't actually think that there would be many kids. There'd be a much larger market from age 7 to 12. Okay. In that case, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's good you know your market. So from 7 to 12, then that means from size 7 to size 12. So that's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's a six size. Okay. So 6 sizes. And how many color? Black only? Yeah, black. Black for sure. Okay. Yeah, but then probably a blue, and then maybe a dark purple. I wouldn't
No more 3. No. At the beginning, 2 is enough.
2, okay.
Okay.
Blue, I would say, yeah, blue and black.
Yeah, that like a navy blue and the black, something like that. Start with 2 color, and then also 1 style.
Yeah.
Okay. you just remember the story I told you. Start with, they only have 2 color. That's it.
That's right.
Okay. And give them a choice. But then once you do very well, you start to expand. So first you only target at the first $100. Later on you target, $200 and then $500. Because once you get into the market and they grow up as well, 7 years old grow to like 9 and it's become smaller and you have more. By then you already run business 2 years. So you have a new season, new color, new style. Okay. All right. And then in that scenario, what I would suggest, you can see our investment option is stage by stage. So for research intender, we will have the quote comparison report, supply summary report, and also the landed cost analysis. For that, it varies from 2997 to 4997 for stage 1 research intender plus the GST. Depends on the complexity of the project and the scope of work. So, so far, I would easily say your project probably around like 3997 to 4997. It really depends on, I need to see your scope and I need to see your design, or even I need sketches. Okay. So in that essence, because it's a customized product, I would, because you are concerned about the privacy and confidential information, I would suggest doing a research intender in following method. Okay. We will make sure you select a supplier to do the NDA. However, we call the non-disclosure agreement. However, each of those non-disclosure agreement, it costs $550 per supplier.
Wow.
Therefore, if in stage 1 research intender, we contact 30 supplier and have each one of them to do the NDA, it's not practical. It is going to cost you a fortune. So what I would suggest is do stage 1 research intender first, but only with basic information for people who is capable to do customized hoodie. And once we have that information, we shortlist them. So when we shortlist, we know they're capable to do customized products and they are quality control system in place. Their price is apple-to-apple comparison. And then we shortlist the 3, and then we have these 3, either 3 of them to sign the NDA and then to hold you again with your exact idea. So then in that way, we make sure your NDA, your privacy, your IP is protected, but the money is used to the best advantage and save you money. Okay, so we will do 2 rounds of research intender. However, we don't charge you extra. We only, for the NDA, it only would spend with 3 suppliers. So then in that way, it is a balanced act. Protect your IP, protect your privacy, and also spend the minimum. Okay, so that's 2 rounds of stage 1 research intender designed for you. And so then in that way, your investment would be, starting like 3997 plus GST, and then would be like 550 plus the GST times 3 only. Okay, so that is for NDA. However, if you are not worried about other people steal your idea, then we don't have to sign the NDA. That's something you give some consideration.
I'll have a think about it.
So, but regardless, for if you're not concerned, then in stage 1, when we contact 30, we can reveal all the information to them. But if you have concern, and that would be 2 steps of our research tender are designed for you.
Yeah.
Okay? And then for the sampling process, then it will depend on how many supplier would choose for you to do the sampling. Your investment will be from 1897 to 4897, depends on complexity of the project and the strategy used for sampling stage. So at the end of stage 1 completion meeting, I will sit down with you. We will do a detailed analysis, and then we will give you a recommendation. And then for the purchase the negotiation, and that your investment ask is 1650 per manufacturer. Normally, if you have a lawyer to prepare draft the PO for you, easily can cost you 2.5 or 3K, and then plus the translation 1.5 easily can cost you probably around 4.5K. But you have us, we will sign the deal including the negotiation. That's 1,650 plus the GST. So for the production and delivery management, and that is 1550 plus 10% of cost of goods at factory door. So for that, as you can see from here, stage 1, 2A, 2B are all one-off. Once it's done, it's done. You have a long-term, reliable, good quality supplier you can work with. And with stage 3, that's the only thing it will occur when you reorder. So like I said, once you start this journey with us, we are your purchasing department. You can concentrate on sales and marketing, contact the NDIS people, contact the boutique shop, and we will managing the purchasing and the whole ordering process for you and deliver to your door. So do you have questions so far, Kate?
I wonder if I will make enough money to pay you.
I see. So
obviously, I don't know how much. I don't know how many of these I will sell. So that I know you've broken it down quite a lot, but the total, if you add it up, is quite a lot.
Yes. What I suggested to you, Kate, your concern is absolutely valid. Okay. The key thing is not about whether you can pay me or not. It's actually how much are you how are you going to sell those products? And that's why I said, the best way to proceed is only do stage 1 research and tender, take the baby step. Okay. Let's say with the baby step research tender, let's say that would be 3,997 plus the GST. That's probably $4,000. Okay. With that, we will help you set up a solid foundation. So you can have 2 lines going at the same time. One is we do research and tender. Okay, we contact supplier. You have supply summary report. You have quote comparison report. You have a landed investment analysis. With that, then you know exactly how much it's going to cost you, how much you are going to sell, and how much profit margin you are going to make. And then you can start to, with our research and tender results, and knowing the cost, knowing the profit margin, and start to contact the NDIS people. Okay, we can continue to do the sampling. You then have a product, you can take an order. Okay, so you otherwise you would never start the business. So to start, you already running the consulting business, it's best to have a professional doing what they're good at it, and then you do what you're good at it. And then in stage 1 research and tender, come to feasibility study, come to landed cost analysis, we will give you a perfect answer. Says, Kate, this is a fantastic business, go ahead. Or this one is too expensive, yada, yada. However, from what you have described to me, I think this product have a lot of potential.
I'll have a think about it. I need to do more research.
Sure, no problem. So in that case, before the next step, is number one, you can see the value of using our services.
Yeah.
Number two, you felt you can trust us, like, because importing from China is actually a journey. It requires partnership. So if both of them tick the box, I would recommend, Kate, you only do baby step. So I would suggest you just do research and tender only. And we need a new account application form. We need a detailed product specification form and with a rough quantity. And then fix up the initial investment of 3,997 plus the GST. Then we can get your project rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. So with the payment of 3,997 plus the GST, you can pay by electronic funds transfer, or you can pay by a credit card. So which way do you prefer?
I'm not paying anything right now.
Sure.
I need to have a think about this. So no, I'm not actually agreeing to this right now. I need to think about it and talk to my partner.
Okay. That's okay. So is your partner your business partner, your life partner?
No, my financial partner in life.
Okay. So is he the one paying the bill?
No.
Okay. So you are the one paying the bill?
Yeah, but I like to talk to him first. Yeah.
Sure. So do you foresee any concern he may have when you talk to him?
Yeah, that I might not sell any hoodies.
Okay, I see. So you're more concerned
and
about
our house might be filled with stock that I can't sell. Obviously, that's a concern.
Okay. So it's more of you need to think about how are you going to sell this product?
It's more to do with the amount of money it will take altogether to engage with your services. I know it's baby steps, but it's still the total amount that you would be charging would be well over $10,000. Yeah, probably, maybe even $15,000.
Okay, so that's right. Depends on if you're using our services, the first one would be like a 3K, 4K, then probably about around the 10K. Yes.
Yeah.
This is customized the project.
And I understand that you are giving a good service. Yeah, but I need to think about it before I whip out my credit card.
Of course, we totally understand that. So in that scenario, yes, give it some thought and have some planning ahead. And to start a business is not like light-hearted. You need to give some thinking, understanding, especially to thinking through the sales and marketing. That's why in the beginning I trying to figure out how are you going to promote this product, how are you going to sell this product. And if you say, when you look at the investment on us, it's not just purely the cost, it's actually an investment a return. Because if it's not us doing the work, you are the one have to do it. And if you talk about the $4,000, you considered for yourself, don't know how much you're charging your hourly rate, okay? But you consider, you talk to 30 supplier. Each of those supplier would ask, let's say, half an hour, like 5 or 10 questions. Each questions may take you 3 or 5 minutes. And then each of the supplier can take you, like say, an hour or two, and the times, back and forwards, and you easily like 2, 3, 4 weeks easily gone. And you still may not knowing the Chinese legal complexity, the language, and also, the quality control issue. And that's only just the stage 1 research and tender.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So if it's not us, you have to do it.
I know, I realize that.
So whether you're paying us or you do it, it's okay. We have no attachment. We just want, the best outcome for your project. And then, the whole thing is here is to have the professional to do the professional thing. When you talk about the money and you look at, whether this is good money, like a value for money or not. Okay. So that's probably something I would suggest you consider.
Yeah, I need to do more research to have confidence in spending that amount of money. That's the bottom line.
I think you probably would be best to look at is how much do you think this hoodie will sell it for? Is there enough margin to sell this hoodie? And talk with a few of other customer who, or the family you know, who has the autistic children, to tell them this idea. Says, if there is a such hoodie, would you like to have it? And would you like to use this budget in your NDIS budget to buy it? I would guarantee you probably 10 out of 10 would say yes.
yeah, people I've spoke to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
if you have that concept, then it will give you much more confidence. What I will do, Kate, for you is I will summarize everything I said today, put in writing, and send you an email. Then you can present it to your partner and let him to help you make decision. And I will also, I have recorded this meeting. I will send you the link as well. So then you can have him watch this video conversation and let him to see, whether my reasoning, my logic is in place. And after he watching it, does he still have any question? And, we are looking forward to have you and him getting on board. And we are ready when you are.
Great. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time today, Lindy. Thank you. Sure. And thanks to Mary in the background there.
Sure. When will I hear back from you and your partner?
It's a good question. Probably at the end of next week. He works away. So he does fly in, fly out. So so he's not always here.
Okay, that's fine. Ooh, by the way, where is your accent? What's your accent?
Scotland.
Ah, no wonder. Yes, I can tell there is an accent. I just can't pinpoint.
From Scotland. I've been here for 17.
I see.
A long time, but still got the accent. Which is good.
Same me. Like never change.
No. Well, thank you so much. I'll chat to you soon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kate.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Mary, call me, okay?